it mean for you to come in today and really have this day of celebration, not just for soccer, but for you as well here at Snapdragon?
Yeah, this is really special. Just to have this happen at my home and just to see what we collectively have been able to do in the last three and a half years as an organization. It's really impressive, and for myself it's just a proud moment to celebrate with my family. Yeah, it's hard to put into words because I really never expected something like this to even be possible. And just, seeing now that it is, and the NWSL has these thriving athletes that are now playing week in and week out, and it's so great to watch and to enjoy, and just to have one little moment to celebrate me, but it's also about the team winning today and continuing on this great season that they're having.
What's your best memory?
You're one of 3 players ever in NWSL history to have the jersey retired. And what does that mean to you? Have you talked to Megan and Lauren?
Well, I've been a part of the NWSL since the inaugural season, and I have advocated and fought for the NWSL. I've played every season that the NWSL has had. I'm just a fierce ally of the NWSL, and so to have my jersey retired and here in San Diego at home, it means everything. I watched Pino's. I have talked to Pino regularly, and for Lauren to now also be an owner in the NWSL like myself, it's very fitting, and she is so deserving of that. So now to be standing alongside them is great because they're legends of the game in the NWSL.
A lot of your teammates have spoken about your legacy as a leader. Where do you hope to lead this club now as an owner? Is it new facilities, a new stadium? Where do you hope to lead this team?
I hope for this club to dream big. That's what I told myself when I was a kid. When there wasn't a professional league, when there wasn't really a pathway to becoming a women's professional soccer player. And I think that's what this organization is trying to do. They're trying to compete with the best in the world, to be one of the best in the world. This is only the 4th year of existence, so myself as an investor, my hope is for this to continue growing and evolving, and that includes having a great facility. That includes having some of the best talent, both domestically and internationally. And that includes having, continuing to have winning seasons. We've had a Shield before, we've had a Challenge Cup, but we need a championship now. So that's the hope for this year.
Alex, a lot of people say that it was you who opened the door for soccer in Southern California, even for the men's team. And what does it mean for you that people recognize you as that kind of person?
Yeah, I'm just really proud to represent Southern California. Grew up here in Southern California. I'm raising my kids now. My youngest son was born here. So to have the pathway to play soccer as a young girl or a young boy, competitively or recreationally, to represent your city, to be able to have that pathway to play professional sports, it does make me proud to play a part in that and to be able to represent this great area so proudly.
We're celebrating another first for you.
I like your pink headband.
Yeah, I know. Any messages? I know you have a lot of young girls following you, especially the Latina community. A message for them?
Yeah, a message for them is to chase your dreams, is to surround yourself with people that believe in you, and for you to believe in yourself, to have the confidence to go get it and to not be afraid to fail, because that's going to happen along the way, and to enjoy the journey, live in the moment. I've tried to do that a lot with a lot of highs and lows, but I think the reason that I've gotten to where I am today and able to have my number retired in this fashion is because of my family and friends and fans, and it really started with that family and that support, and my parents instilling confidence in me and telling me that I can do anything I set my dreams to.
We're going to just one more question on this side and then we'll split.
Just listen to your Call Her Daddy interview where you were very vulnerable in that moment, talking about the struggles in between success. Why is it so important to share that side of Alex Morgan to the world?
Yeah, I think I had a lot of cameras in my face for the last 15 years, and you want to you want to say the right thing, you want to do the right thing. You know you're representing not only yourself but your team, your country, your family, and I think it's okay to share those vulnerabilities. And I'm seeing that with some of these teenagers coming into the league and just owning it, and it's so great to see that. Now women's soccer has attention like never before. You know, through the equal pay lawsuit and so many other monumental moments over the last 10 or 15 years, I think have gotten us to a great place both in the NWSL and the country. And so, you know, it's all about being able to just be able to express your full self and be your full self, and I feel like I've been able to come to that moment in my career, and I think that that's what I was sharing in that moment.
All right, we're going to shift over here a little bit. Any of you guys can come around, or we'll get these guys.
Okay, Alex, what does the word legacy mean to you?
Legacy, you know, is what you make of it. It's not only the impact you have maybe on the field, on the court, or whatever, but off the field as well. It's how you represent both the crest on the front and the name on the back. And I feel so fortunate to have so much support throughout my career to get me to where I am and to open so many doors and opportunities to make an impact. And it's just leaving the game in a better place. That's what I really tried to do, because that's what I saw the previous generation work so hard for.
Alex, is there a moment on the field for you as you reflect back on your career as an athlete that means the most to you?
You know, I was thinking about that actually. And there's a couple of moments, but I think there's two that come to mind. One is just breaking the record attendance with 32,000, which has now been broken, which is the point. Records are meant to be broken, and at the time we broke that record for NWSL attendance with 32,000 here at Snapdragon. So that was just an incredible moment to have the city rally around us. And the second would be making it to playoffs in our first year as an expansion team. There's a lot going on, and there's a lot of people working overtime and in overdrive to make everything perfect in a lot of ways, and it was everything but perfect, but we all worked together, and to have that special season both at Torero then at Snapdragon, you know, we did it together, and I just look back at the first year and just think about just what we were able to build in such a short period of time.
Alex, when you go up on this proverbial stage after the match, you're there giving your speech. Have you envisioned what that moment's going to be like, and how grateful you are for the opportunity you got here today?
Yeah, the last time I've spoken in front of that many people was a year ago when I retired and stepped off the field. So it's definitely going to bring back a lot of emotion. I am not pregnant though, so I don't think I'll have those hormones. But it's just going to be a great moment to have my family there watching, to have the 100 friends and family who I had to work really hard to get tickets for at the game. Shout out SanDiego for making that happen. But it's just, yeah, going to be a really special moment, and I just want to take it over.
What do you think this moment is going to be like for your kids, seeing their mom have her jersey retired?
Well, I know for Charlie, she's trying to understand it. She's asking a lot of questions. She says herself that she's very curious, just in life. And so it's going to be, it's like a learning moment for her. And I think that this just ties her to SanDiego even more. I bring her to all the home games, and she's standing, you know, chanting SanDiego go wave. She's waving at all the players. She's jumping up and down, cheering on the team, you know, asking if we're winning, if we have more goals than the other team. So to be standing there in front of the crowd and just sharing with her this moment will be really special, because she soon will, you know, choose her path forward and choose what sport she loves to do and choose what she wants to fill her time with. And for her, not just to pick soccer, but for her to know that her mom really dedicated a lot of her life to, you know, making women's soccer and women's sports in a better place than when I came into it, I think is really important for her to learn, and she will understand that eventually. But it's so special.
We're gonna go right.
Like, these moments don't come, you know, these really high moments don't come anymore as often. Now that I'm not, you know, playing actively. So I get to live vicariously through the team and their success. So having this moment is really special, and having my family next to me makes it even more special.
Alex, you continue to make history with this club, and you're the first player to have a jersey retired for the San Diego Wave. Just looking back at what the journey with San Diego has meant, reflecting on it, what are your emotions like, and what has this journey meant to you?
This journey in San Diego has honestly been so transformative. It's, I've only been a San Diegan for 3.5 years, but I feel like I've been able to accomplish so much more than I ever had in my career, in my entirety of my career. Just what we've done on the field, what I've been able to do off the field in the community, my foundation, having my son here, really getting to know and creating lifelong friendships, having my family really adopt the city as well. My dad moved down here in recent years. There's just so many positive things that I look at and only smile, because I was a nomad for so many years playing soccer, being traded or going overseas or whatever it might be. And when I came to San Diego, I knew that I was coming home. I knew that it was a place that I would forever